Here's the payoff pitch, and Haller gets a piece of it, slaps it into left field. That one's going to drop into the corner. It's a fair ball. He's going to get into second standing up as he leads off this top of the sixth with a double. Nobody has driven in more runs for the Power this season than Miles Walton. He's already done so once today, and he hits that one into right field. That one's going to get through. He drives in another one. Haller steps on the plate. It's 3-1 Power. Yeah, you mentioned it, Johnny. There's been plenty of opportunities with runners, not just on base, but in scoring position, but it's only one run that the Power have scored, that coming back in the third. As the payoff pitch is hit a mile into left field, Baldwin's moving back on it, but it's over the wall for a solo home run for Noah Areola. Austin Haller, Mike Gonzalez, and Miles Walton, top of the order for the Power, due up in the bottom of the fifth. 3-1 ball game as they lead over the Inland Valley Legends in what's essentially a must-win weekend. 2 at home against the Legends, 2 on the road against the Pirates. Those 2 Inland Valley teams ahead of the Power in the CPCL standings as we approach the conclusion of this regular season. Playoffs looming in a couple of weeks, but the first pitch to Austin Haller is a ball. It comes from Logan Hocuff, who comes in for his first inning of work, relieving Brandon Weiland.
Yeah, Brandon Weiland went 4 innings pitched, had 3 strikeouts, allowed no walks, but he did give up 7 hits with 3 earned runs and faced 18 batters.
Haller watches a fastball on the edge of the zone. Haller tonight 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a stolen base. That one also catching the zone for a 1-2 count now to the Power leadoff hitter. A lot of room up the middle defensively. The Legends leaving plenty of space as that one slapped to third. Initially bobbled, but the throw is low, and unable to scoop it is Perez. So Haller reaches first on an error to kick off the bottom of the fifth.
And that's what speed does. It kills the defense. The third baseman for the Legends bobbled it. Was able to get a nice, a strong throw, but he did skip it right in front of the first baseman, making him rush it.
Mike Gonzalez at the plate now. He's struck out twice, trying to put the ball in play here. He's got a guy on after Haller reaches on an error. Hocuff will have to work out of the stretch. First pitch is low and away for ball 1. Nobody warming up in either bullpen, as Hocuff coming in to pitch for his first inning of work. Amavisca came in the top of the fifth for the Power, relieving Trevor Eby after he went 4 innings, only allowed 1 run on 3 hits and struck out 4. Haller moving around at first, and it draws the attention of the catcher, David Whittle, who thought about throwing a back pick down to first, but elects not to.
Yeah, Whittle's been working hard back there behind the dish, making sure the Power don't take too much of a lead. But as well as the pitching staff, they've been doing a great job overall controlling the run game, because before in other games, they're just running wild.
Fastball on the edge of the zone, 90 miles per hour on the dot, called for strike 2. So a 1-2 count to the Power's second baseman. As he lines that one to second through the gap, up the middle, as a hard hit base hit for Mike Gonzalez. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, just shot it right out the middle, barreled up the ball, and they just move station to station. Haller remain at second base, and Gonzalez stays at first, but they do have speed on the base pads for Miles Walton.
Yeah, Haller at second, Gonzalez at first. Both of them can run well. And they've got a guy at the plate who is more than capable of putting a ball in the gap. Miles Walton, who's 1 for 2 today, but nobody on the power has more hits, more runs, more extra base hits than Miles Walton, and only Bryant O'Neill has more runs batted in than him. So this is exactly who you want at the plate in a tight ball game with a couple of guys on.
Yeah, tie ball game in a must-win situation. They're gonna have to win out the rest of the season, but they do have the opportunity to collect 2 more runs if Miles Walton, Miles Walton hits it in the gap. Does have 22 RBIs still with no outs.
If you're just joining us, it was the Power who got out to the lead first. That came in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They scored a couple of runs before the Legends responded with one of their own in the top of the 4th. The Power getting one of their own in the bottom. So it's 3-1, bottom 5 here. With nobody out, runners on first and second. Miles Walton swings at the first pitch and flares it out into center field. Shigenaka is under it and makes the grab for the first out.
He got under it, but it was not deep enough. It was just in shallow center field. Howler and Gonzalez stay put. Now Power do need to take advantage of a runner in scoring position, because before we've seen the Legends they can have big innings when they get runners on. So score as many as you can to make it harder for the Legends to come back or even tie it.
So here's Mark Kirkland, who's 1 for 2. In a big spot here in the bottom of the 5th. And John DeCesar is going to call a balk. Both runners are going to advance as Howler's now at 3rd and Gonzalez is now at 2nd. No hesitation from John DeCesar to call balk, as he was right in the vicinity of Logan Hocuff's delivery.
Yeah, now a sac fly could change the score here. Just hit it as hard as you can up in the air or shoot it through the infield.
As Kirkland, you don't need to tell him twice to hit it as hard as he can as he fouls that one off down the left field line. But you mentioned it. The infield is in with less than 2 outs. A lot of different ways you can manufacture a run.
Yeah, it kind of changes the approach for Kirkland here. The runner at 3rd, just as you mentioned, with 1 out, you just hit it as hard as you can to the outfield. Make sure it's deep enough, and you do certainly have more than enough speed to tag up.
Kirkland rolls over, and that one stays fair. So the first baseman, Perez, is able to snag it and step on the bag at first for the 2nd out. So a bit of a wasted opportunity for the Power cleanup hitter there. As there's 2 away, Matt Chavez at the plate now. The Legends infield moves back to their initial positioning.
Yeah, just stayed fair, too. The ball looked like it was going to hop over the first baseman. We've seen Gonzalez just get enough glove on the chopper he got recently.
Still a couple of runners in scoring position despite there being 2 outs. Chavez watches that breaking ball, called ball 1 beneath the zone.
Chavez is currently 1 for 2. Has a strikeout, a base hit, as well as a run scored. Tie ball game yet again. Power do need to take advantage of the runners in scoring position. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, a base hit could bring in both of them.
Another breaking ball. That one is called for a strike. Similar spot, but this one catches enough of the zone. A 3-1 ball game with 2 more runners in scoring position for the Power to double their lead. Next pitch to Chavez is up and in for a ball, so it's a 2-1 count.
It's been a great game so far. Both pitchers were able to get out of traffic, and now the Power have traffic yet again for the for the Legends pitching staff. Have been able to hold the Power to only 3 runs.
Hocuff delivers the 2-1. It's a fastball up and above the strike zone for a ball and a 3-1 count. Andrew Rivas is on deck. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double. So if Hocuff doesn't want to face Chavez, he doesn't have to with first base open. The payoff pitch is a fastball, swing, and a miss. Oh, excuse me, that was only strike 2. Either way, 89 on the gun for Hocuff.
Yeah, he was able to blow it by him with that fastball. Now he's able to work to make it back to a full count, 3-2. Big payoff pitch here.
Now Hocuff will take a deep breath, kick the leg, and deliver the payoff pitch. It's grounded to second base, fielded by Young, and the throw to Perez at first retires Chavez. So the Power strand a couple of runners in scoring position. Their lead remains 3-1 through 5 innings here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be back for the 6th. You're listening to Palm Springs Power Baseball on YouTube and Fox Sports 1270 AM.